Hi, welcome to Chat and Craft with Lorraine. My name is Lorraine Tierney, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. I live in a little town in New Hampshire called Warner, and I like to make cards. I like to send cards. I like to help other people make cards. I think we really need to spread kindness and joy in this world, and making cards brings joy and sending cards brings joy. So anyway, tonight we're going to make a fun fold card. It is Thursday, January 29th. I don't usually come on live on Thursdays, but it's been a busy couple of weeks, so I'm just jumping on when I can. So let me switch my camera down and we'll get started. Please say hello if you're watching, and please leave me a comment if you're catching the replay. And I love to answer questions while I'm making cards. So let's hear from you. So we're going to make a fun fold called an envelope flap fun fold. And we just need 4 pieces of paper to make this card. And you really could make it just with 3, but I'm adding an extra piece of patterned paper, DSP, onto this one. So we're going to start with a card base. Now, usually the card base is 5.5 by 8.5. Let me put my arm out just to check this one. 5.5 by 8.5. But we are going to cut this one down to 8 inches. So I'm going to cut 1/2 inch off the length of this. And then I'm going to score it at 4 inches. So I'm scoring it in half on the long side. Okay. And then we have a piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 4.25. This is our base. Hi, Melanie. And we have a square that is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And another piece of patterned paper. This has a subtle pattern on the back that is 3 3/4 by 5. These 2 papers are from the Lovely Blossoms. I'm checking the name on that. Lovely Blossoms Designer Series paper pack. So while I have my trimmer out, we are going to score this piece of paper in half on the diagonal, and it's got a directional pattern, and we're making an envelope flap, so this is going to show this way, and I'm looking to see which which triangle I would want to see. So I don't want it like this. That looks a little upside down. That looks totally upside down. So I'm going to go from this corner to this corner so I can have this piece be my envelope flap. And I picked a piece where the back side does not have a directional pattern. Hi, Mary. Thank you. Happy Friday Eve to you. They're all Fridays to me now that I'm retired, but I get it. I'm going to score that right on the diagonal, and then we'll give it a little fold. And I'll burnish that with my bone folder, and I'm going to fold that card base that we have. Okay. Now, this card can open portrait or landscape. So we're going to put that envelope flap right there, like that. Is that the side? So I'm just looking at the pattern to see which side. I think I like that one better because I think I'm going to have this go in the portrait orientation. So I'm going to open up this card base, and I'm going to adhere this just like that. Oh, this needs to be 5 1/4. I did not trim it down to 5 1/4. 5 1/4. by 8. That triangle wasn't fitting quite right. Okay, so I took a 1/2 inch off the length, and now I took 1/4 of an inch off the top. So it's 5 1/4. Ah, that's better. All right, so I'm going to put some glue on this. And I'm going to set this right inside. And make sure my corners, I like the liquid glue because I can fiddle with this just a little bit. My corner is not quite right. Of course, when you're on camera, it's always harder. Okay, there we go. Well, almost. Need a little more glue on that. This will be okay. You're not going to see this back flap. So don't panic. It's okay. I need a little more glue to make it wiggle and not be so stuck. There we go. Okay. This is one of my favorite patterns from that pack of paper. All right, and so now this whole thing is going to go on the 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. I think I'm having cutting problems tonight. I cut that one to 5 1/4. 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Goodness gracious. Well, this is real life, right? Raise your hand if you've ever had to cut twice for a card. Oh, I see lots of hands going up. Okay, so now this whole thing is going to go right on here. But this is a little boring. So I've seen a lot of examples of this card where this goes through an embossing folder and they emboss this one. I like that, but I don't like the way embossing weakens the card base. So I thought I would put this piece of paper on here and have it be like that, but I will emboss it as well. And so I have an embossing folder that I don't know the name of that I'm going to use. This one that has a leaf design that goes, 2/3 of the way up. So I'm going to put it in like that. So let me run that through my machine. Anybody know the name of that embossing folder? Hi, Lynn. Hi, Joanne. Yeah, it weakens the paper. So isn't that pretty with the embossing on that? And because the patterned paper has a white core, you can see that a little bit, and I like it. So let's put that on. And we'll just center that with a small border and get that really flattened on there because it's a little bit lumpy because it went through the embossing folder. I'm really being challenged by getting my paper on straight tonight. I don't know what it is. Maybe my eyes are crooked tonight. That's going to have to be good enough. Need just a tad more. Just a dot of glue right there. Okay. So that's going to go like that. I hope you can see that embossing on there. It's really pretty. Hi, Bobby. And now I'm going to glue the back of this right onto the card base. And then we're going to just decorate a little bit. So if you only had to cut your paper once, it would be a very quick card to make. Cutting your paper twice makes it take a little bit longer. Okay, so I've cut out a circle with the second from the largest Stylish Shapes dies. And I'm using stamps and die cut. I stamped and die cut this flower. It's going to need a little Wink of Stella, I think, from the Lovely Arrangement dies and stamp set. That's not the right one. Here it is. Lovely Arrangements. It has some nice flowers and some really nice sentiments that go with it. So on the front, we are going to put a couple of leaves and a flower. And I'm going to pop up the flower. Right now, I'm thinking no sentiment on the front, but you tell me what you think. I could be persuaded to put a sentiment on the front. I'm going to put the flower. Well, I'm going to go right in the center because I'm not expecting to put a sentiment on that. Then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue and tuck that under there. My fingers are sticky. And I think I'm going to do them both on the same side. I don't usually do that, but I just wanted to this time. Kind of like, maybe like that. Ah, and I'm going to pop that up. I love the colors in this paper. It's Old Olive. There's Cloud Cover and then the Night of Navy. These are my favorite patterns in it. So this flap is going to tuck under this for us. So I'm going to open it up, whoops, like this, and use that to show me where I want to put the dimensionals. So I want to leave room for that flap to go under my flower. Of course, I moved it so I can put it back like that. There we go. All right, so the flap goes like that and it opens up. Now we will put a sentiment and maybe a flower in there. My cat Fat Boy is saying hello to you. Can you hear him? So I think I will put sending smiles. It's sort of like a thinking of you card, but a little different. Sending smiles. And we'll do that in the Night of Navy. Ah, Mary says hi, Fat Boy. Sending smiles right across the top. There we go. And let's put a little flower on there. Mhm. Oh, I guess I'll go right in the middle. Right there. Sending smiles. And of course we need a little bling. Now they have beautiful bling that goes with that. And I can't find mine anywhere. I do not know what happened to it. It has all the colors in their kind of matte dots, and I can't find them anywhere. But I do have some sparkly, I think these are technically Mossy Meadow. I could do white. I think these are more garden green. I just don't know. I had them and then they're gone. So they must be, oh, hold on 1 second. They might be in a bin. I'm getting ready for a class on Sunday and I put some things in a bin. Here they are, Moody Palette Glossy Dots. Yes, those are just perfect. I think I'll use the cloud cover ones. Oh, I'm so happy I found those. So let's do a big one. And another good size one there. And then a littler one. Oops, over there. Okay. So there is an easy, fun fold card. It still fits in an envelope. Well, let me open this one more time. So it opens like that. Sending smiles. It can stand to be displayed. Whoops. There you go. And then it easily goes right back in. Here's another one I made earlier today. I wanted to show you that it fits in our regular envelope. And this one I made in this orientation. So this flower in the hello is from a stamp set called A Round of Hellos. And this paper, I didn't really look at this pattern before I cut this paper, so I got lucky that that's going the right way. But the hearts on the inside are not going the right way. I don't know if you can see that, but and this opens this way. You're on my mind. So this one doesn't really display. So I like it going the other way better. And I used all in a row embossing folder for this, which is so dainty and so pretty. So I hope you like that envelope flap card is what I call it, because it looks like an envelope. Oh, I was gonna put Wink of Stella on my flower. A little bit in the center. And then a little bit coming out. I think I'll put a little in the center on this one too. There you go. Wasn't there a commercial, everything tastes better with Blue Bonnet on it, a Blue Bonnet margarine? Well, everything looks better with Wink of Stella on it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you'll give that card a try, and I'd love to see it. If you do, please post it and tag me or post it in Chat and Craft Creations. All right, have a good night, everybody. Bye.